Welcome back to the Old Paths. I am Caleb, and I'm so happy to have you here. Wanted to show you guys, since I hadn't done a video in 3 weeks, done 4 and fell off the map and hadn't done one. I thought I'd come back in, show you the little final touches we did before we get ready to start sheetrocking the shed. And it's not much, but just wanted to show you guys the last few things that we did. And we'll talk about it a little bit and have a good time here at the Old Paths. So stay tuned. All right, so we got a mess in here. Got a ton of totes. I got stuff on the tables. I've been putting up security cameras and got one that didn't work, but oh well. The girls are doing ACT prep. They've took over my computers for a couple days. But yeah, I wanted to show you guys stuff over here. What the last couple of little final finishing touches. It's dark in here, sorry. Got the last light box up. That was the last one of those. Got the last piece of insulation. This one right here is the last piece of insulation that had to go on the wall. We double insulated that cavity. There's a piece of insulation behind the lines for the heat and air unit, and there's a piece of insulation in front of the lines. That way they will not sweat and get, you know, condensation, because the other one that I had would condensate sometimes. And walk you guys outside and show you the last thing we also tied up on this project. So I still do have to put the rest of these wires on. I don't know why I've been so lazy just getting that done, but I got to get that done. Pay not attention to my mess on the porch. I need to clean all this up. But out here we finally finished, and I can't move the garbage can, it's heavy. There we go. We finally finished out the underpinning. So we had to wait on this to get set first. This is the outside unit that works the inside blower. I've got to caulk around this and around the outlet pipe. But yeah, we got this completely finished now. So outside of staining and just the finish work on the entire deck, the ramp, the underpinning all the way around, the porch itself, we're going to stain it to match this over here. And still got to fix this. We're still not 100% sure. And here's the issue. This spot does not meet up with this spot. And if you look like this, they're not equal. So we're going to have a crooked banner if we put one up, like a crooked handrail. And we wasn't really wanting to do that. So we're trying to figure out what we want to do. We have been looking, and I don't know if we'll go this way, but we've been looking at like the letters you can get. You can get like a big N and put kind of like an accent piece. So we might do something like that. We'll see. See where we go from here. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys kind of the last of the finishing touches before we get ready to sheetrock. We're going to try to sheetrock in the spring when we've got good solid weather, hopefully no rain for a week, because coming up into this building there's a hill that you got to come up and then walk in, and I don't want them to make a huge mess, so I may even put cardboard or something, carpet, something out there, I don't know. But that is where we're at. We're basically ready. Besides one project, we got to build our loft ladder. The loft ladder is going to go, I'm thinking, right here where this stuff is sitting, right like this, and it will probably stick out to at least, you know, right in here. Good wide ladder. That'll leave me room to put hopefully like a tool cart right here with a bunch of drawers where I can have good organization, and maybe even put something up here, a picture or something to look good. I've thought about building some shelving possibly in this. I don't know, we'll just have to see. But once we get it sheetrocked, we're ready for the TV. The reason this is not, that's not smart, but the reason this is not wired is because the box is all in one box for the TV. It's a recessed box. We'll have to cut a little section of that insulation and sink it in. It makes it where the TV will sit flush on the wall. But yeah, you know, just about ready And it's good and warm in here. It doesn't stay perfect because there's no floor and it's not insulated, but it has got a little bit better since we finished the underpinning, so the air can't just completely blow through and freeze us to death in here. But when we get the floor down and we get the walls seamed up, that should help tremendously. Get that ladder built. We're ready for the sheetrock. We're ready to paint after that, and we'll be ready to floor after that, and then we're basically done outside of building a handrail of some sort, a wall, whatever we build. We ain't decided on that 100% yet for the loft. That way nobody falls out and breaks their head. You know, we don't want that. But we're getting there. Not too much longer. It's come a long way, I will say. Getting insulated, getting wired, the heat and air's in. All the little projects are tied up and done. The deck is built. The underpinning's finished. And, and that was the other thing. I almost forgot to tell you guys. Okay, so I'm going to pull up a little website right here and show you guys. I'm excited about this. So, speed test. I have finished the wiring for the hardwire internet. Now watch the speed on this bad boy. This is coming off straight off the modem. It's going to bust. Look at that, 930, 940. The best it's ever got was like 942, I think. So 941.86, and the upload speed is the same. So you guys watching this that do produce YouTube videos, you know that it takes a while to upload them usually. So me and Josh recorded the Two Old Guys, go check it out, Two Old Guys Reselling podcast the other day, and it was an hour long, 1 hour and a couple of minutes. And this was the first week I had the hardwired internet. I'm like, I want to check and see how quick it uploads this hour long, video. That's a pretty good sized HD video. That's a really long video. So I hook it up, I upload it. It took like 3 minutes to upload it. It was just boom. And overall, if you do YouTube, you'll understand this too. It takes a little while for the checks and the upscaling to 4K and all that. It took like 15 to 20 minutes, and that thing was completely YouTube ready. And I'm like, man, this is spoiling me big time. So if you don't have that good of internet, I'm sorry. It took us a little while to get it out here, but now it's great. It's really, really good. I've got a port behind the computer here. I doubt I can see it. Nope, no way. But it's a straight in plug there, and behind this one, right down in behind here, there's another one. If I so decide to put a computer here one day, which I know I have one now, I'll have that port, but I'm going to buy a desktop to store down here, plug the HDMI that comes out here to that, and this TV will act as monitor number 3 right here. So I'll have 1, 2, 3, and that will help tremendously. And by the way, talking to some of you that you know, this video don't really have a great topic, I guess, but tricks of the trade maybe, and things that'll help you after you've been in this for a day or two. A second monitor is huge. Like, I can't even describe how much better. So on my left monitor, I will do nothing but eBay and email. I'll have eBay full screen. If I need to go back to my email, I will. I don't have to very much, but I'll have eBay pulled up just for my eBay stuff. Then on my second screen, I have a spreadsheet where I keep up with all this stuff before I put it in these totes. And I will put it on that spreadsheet, and then I can have that pulled up. That enables me to put up hundreds of items and have a draft bank that's huge. I can put all of it up. Hey, that's a good sound. But I can put all of it up and have 200-300 items. I mean, I can have a draft bank full, and I could still have 300 or 400 items ready to list. So it enables me to really stockpile a ton of stuff all at once if I choose to do that. And then I just take it straight from that spreadsheet, and I can copy and paste and alter my title a little bit if I need to. And that keeps up with my cost and everything. So I build all that in to my cost. Now, I say that to say this. I really may try my Reseller Genie this year. I'm not 100% sure. just because they keep track of all your expenses and all your costs and all of that kind of stuff, and it's really beneficial for your taxes, because this time of year I just did my taxes and it took me like 4 hours to go through all my stuff, make sure I had all my deductions and expenses and put all my W-2s in, and it's just a painstaking process. But now if I would have had my Reseller Genie, I could have had all of that calculated very quickly. So that's just a little commercial for Faith and Paul. They're awesome people, just wonderful people. And if you have not tried my Reseller Genie, I would greatly and highly recommend them. We have a code in the description. If you want to try it, just enter that code. That helps us a little bit, and it helps you a little bit. And it's Two Old Guys Rule, or Two Old Guys exclamation point. Anyway, it's down in the description, so check that out. But yeah, that second monitor is a game changer, because when I would have to go click, 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 back and forth, it takes time. And you don't think about it that much when you're comping and when you're going back and forth. But when you have 2 screens or even 3 screens and you can have it all up at once, see everything all at once, it helps. I think Page 1 Foot Flipper has 3. I believe he has said that in the past. And I've thought about 3. But 2 is sufficient for me. It really has been good. I haven't seen a great need for a 3rd screen, really. Some people have just like one that's like as big as my desk, like would start over here and go all the way to the other side. And that's fine too, because you can open your different pages, 4 different pages on one. And Windows, I guess 10 and 11, I'm not sure about 10, but 11 has it where you can set different page, like hang them like mirror picture frames kind of on your page. So it works out well. Also wanted to shout out my friend Will Carter over at Carter's Retro Quest. Go check him out. He had a great video that done really, really well for him this past week. He's messaged me earlier and told me he's broke 1,300 views on it and picked up several subscribers. So if you guys are not familiar with Will Carter at Carter's Retro Quest, I would highly recommend go check him out. And while you're there, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up, help him out a little bit, because he's doing great over there. But I really appreciate you guys. Sorry it took 3 weeks to get back around again. I don't want to make videos just for the sake of making videos. I want to actually have something to say to you guys that makes sense, that's relevant, that's not just airtime. I'm not the kind of guy that's making content just to be making content. I want it to mean something. So I wanted to give you guys one little update. I know it's not a whole lot of stuff, but it is, a little bit of progress. And we're fixing here in the next few months, hopefully, to get into some major progress. This whole place will be empty and ready for sheetrock. That'll be fun, because there's going to be racks all over the porch and stuff everywhere. But hopefully the sheetrock would get done really fast, and I can bring all my shelves back in, start painting, moving them back and forth, and doing it that way. But just looking forward to the process to get this thing done, and hopefully that'll be soon. But I thank you guys for following us in this journey. Really, really appreciate you. You don't even know how much. Y'all are so good to us. We'd appreciate a subscription, a thumbs up. Let us know what you think in the comments, because we love hearing from you. Even if it's just thumbs up to let us know you're here, just let us know. Thumbs up down in the comments. We really appreciate you. Until next time, keep seeking the old paths.